Hello, welcome to Fresh Death Comics. I'm your host, B. Luke.
And I'm Amy, also your host.
And this is the podcast where we talk about different pop culture and comic book themes. And this week, we are talking about Wonder Man, now on Disney Plus, is streaming. All the episodes of season 1 is there. And we are now going to talk about it because we have thoughts
And feelings. Jigs.
So this is kind of your spoiler warning, just to let you guys know, because we watched all
The whole
seasons.
thing. We raw dogged it. We just raw dogged it.
That doesn't mean what you think it means anymore. I saw a TikTok that raw dog means that you're all away from electronics. Like you're just straight up like outside, like when we were kids. Except when we were kids, we were dying to have some kind of technology with us. Like I remember trying to get a Walkman on a bike. Like the
Yup.
recorder. What?
Yeah. Oh, I know
Not
what
the
you
CD
mean.
one.
No. Oh, I
Oh.
knew you meant like the cassette tape recorder.
And then when CD players came out and I didn't know what anti-skip was. Man, I found out real fast because my dad was like, I got you a CD player. And I was like, cool. And I listened to it and I started walking and all of a sudden you heard, Jesus love this, no more Bible, so. It was just, and I was like, what's going on?
Skrillex remix that. It's going to be a hot one.
And on top of that, it would scratch your CD.
Yeah.
And that's why my Jonah CD looks like that.
Oh, that's why you wanted to get another one.
Yeah. So we are here. We're going to be talking about Wonder Man. So let's start out with what is Wonder Man? Who is Wonder Man?
I still don't know when I watched the entire series.
Wonder Man has been around since our parents have been young. So Wonder Man was part of the Avengers for a long time. Like him and Wanda, like that's where a lot of the stories take place.
Oh, okay.
I don't like Wonder Man. I've never liked Wonder Man. Like he's just a movie star who has superpowers, and there's no difference between him and Tony Stark really, except he's like he's just a jerky movie star.
So like he's not the struggling actor.
No. From what I know him, he is like the movie star. Everybody loves him. But then again, I've never read his origin story. I know nothing about him. Like other than like he appears, I know somewhat of his powers. I think his glasses are like kind of the coolest glasses. I think that's what makes his thing cool.
Yeah. A lot of emphasis on the glasses in the series.
But the problem is they've been trying to redo Wonder Man so many times. I'm going to show you a picture, Amy.
Great.
Here's all the different renditions of Wonder Man they have tried and failed.
Well, I think the quicker question would be, have any of them succeeded?
There are 10. If you also know this, there's also one big difference compared to this Wonder Man compared to
They're all white as hell.
yup. So kind of like that. Like it was an awesome rendition. I love this character of Simon Williams. I like to compare Wonder Man to what's your favorite dessert, Amy?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. All right. Would you do? I have the last cheesecake because of tariffs, because of life. This would be the last cheesecake you eat for the next 10 years. Here, have some. And then it accidentally drops in the toilet. Do you? And I forgot the flush, so it landed in some poop.
Now it's a chocolate mousse, even if it wasn't before.
But it landed perfectly where you can still get some like crust off, but you would have to go inside the toilet and kind of hopefully not get shit in your mouth, but you might get shit in your mouth.
You're definitely getting shit in your mouth, first of all.
That is what Wonder Man is. It is, I think, a really well done movie that got flattened into a TV show.
It got stretched out into a TV show.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So we'll start with, I guess, who is Wonder Man? Wonder Man his name is Simon Williams. He is a struggling actor, I would say, but also I would say he's also not a very good actor. Like, this is my one critique of Simon Williams, is I don't think he's a very good actor. Like, I have always wanted to be an actor and have never thought to go into a set and be like, guys, this is what my character is going to be like. I didn't write it. I have one line. Why am I why is this guy so obsessed with one line? Because that's what the first 3 episodes is Simon Williams trying to be an actor and acting and trying
Overthinking acting.
but like to the point where it's ridiculous. It threw me out. Like, he has one line.
Yeah.
And he's freaking out about it.
Yes.
That much. Which is maybe funny because I just watched a Cheers episode where Woody has a commercial for vitamin juice. It was some kind of kale juice thing. And he was like, I like it. Or something like that. And I like it. And he actually tries and he hates it. And he's like, oh, I can't. And then the whole world's going to think I'm a liar. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But, like, he's an actor. He did the thing first. Like, you're an actor. Like, how hard is it to get into a scene? Like, it felt like it was a kind of dump on actors. Like, how terrible actors are that they are really bad at acting and they can't imagine anything. Did you get that feeling?
It was more, to me, it felt very kind of like too meta. Like, we're actors acting and we're in a scene about acting.
So, like I said, there's 8 episodes. Half of the episodes are spent with Simon Williamson, and he hooks up with Trevor Slattery, which is awesome because I love him as the Mandarin.
Dude, that is the only thing that had kept me going through this series, was at least Trevor Slattery was entertaining.
But, like, he was the best part. Like, but at the same time, they're half-hour episodes. But they feel like 10 hours.
I felt every second of every episode.
We watched 8 episodes, and I feel like it's been a week. I feel like I've aged. I feel like I'm now a year older. Like, it was so boring.
I think my contact prescription changed during that time.
We spend so much time with the actors pretending. Like, they go, all right, we're going to play childhood friends. You don't like my basketball, but you don't.
And you have an old injury from when you fell off a teeter-totter. Go. Like,
I like Pokemon. That's it. Like,
and scene.
Like, and then I don't know what episode it is. I almost fell asleep. They start monologuing to each other. Not just like one-line things, like full-on Shakespearean acts to each other and full, like, I guess if I was an actor, I might understand it. Like, they were like, to be off this stall through
thou, if I knew thou, wilt thou come down from thy tree to see thy river, if thy river was dry?
I checked out halfway through that sentence.
Oh, I did too. I might speed that up right there. But no, it was so boring. But then we cut to Simon gets onto a movie set.
American Horror Story, by the way.
Yeah, he gets onto some movie sets, and we see all the prop people, all the stage hands, and it's really more focused on everything they do. So it almost feels like it was a dig toward the actors. Like, actors suck. Look at all the stage hands. Look at everybody. Like, look at this. Look at this dick. He wants the moon to be in the front of the stairs because his character would like the stairs better. Like, and then they're like, we have to move everything over and change all the lightings. And I get that, but it just kind of felt like a real dig toward actors.
Or was that for the actors that are struggling? Was it because other people don't appreciate their craft as much as other actors do? It's only an actor's thing. Like, he could be labeled as being, and he was, as being difficult to work with, and that's how he got pushed off the set of his American Horror Story, which the timing of that was funny.
But at the same time, you're an actor. Like, you know how the people on set are. If the people who are going to be a jerk to the stagehands, they're not going to be watching Wonder Man going, oh my God, that's me. Whoa. They're not. That's who's it for? Especially there's a line in there when they're like, oh, we can't do that unless we want another writer's strike.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of digs at acting, I felt. Like, everything felt wrong for acting in this movie. Like, I've seen a lot of movies about acting. Barry does a really good job with acting, and I mean that's what this show is how a man becomes an actor and gets into a movie, maybe.
Well, this is let me answer your question by asking a question. Do we know if he'd actually booked anything on a set before? Prior to this American Horror Story audition?
Yes, because he
Like, I would assume so.
he's
Like,
talked about another project he was on. Like, I did this. I believe he was on something else before. This wasn't his first gig.
right, but
But it was
if
his
he's
first
only
major,
done
it was his first major league thing. That's the only thing his mom wants to talk about.
correct, but if he's only had 3 jobs in the span of 10 years, like, it could be a possibility that that's been his luck. You know, they referred to him as a fresh new face. Fresh new faces are ones that we don't already know. Like, how well established is he? We don't really know we're coming in on this, and we were with, like, one thing I did like, we were not killed with, setting every detail up. We kind of just jumped into
Rocks
it.
fall down from sky and they go That's what he did. He's just started quoting things and throwing plates. He started just quoting movies and just like he wasn't a very good actor.
That's what I'm trying to agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Agree.
I thought you weren't
Is he a good actor?
No, he was a terrible actor.
And that's what I'm saying, did he only ever book 3 roles in his entire career? Does he not know that he's going to an extreme? Is he just in earnest trying his best, but nobody's really helping him out or helping him to defend his craft? Now, why I present it this way is because, there were scenes between Trevor and Simon where Trevor was kind of encouraging him to go into theater also, and that theater is the most purest form of acting. And he goes off into soliloquies about King Lear and Shakespeare. It feels very, if Marvel had an inside the actors studio.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it kind of felt. I feel like it was written for actors and industry people to really enjoy this. And if you're not, like, in on it and loving it, you're just on a raft out in the middle of nowhere.
And that's where I was. Listen, I get acting. It sounds like fun, but I never wanted to be an actor because I didn't want to be naked in front of people.
How many times was Simon naked?
No, to be an actor, you gotta like get fitted, and they gotta put clothes on you, and you gotta be in your underwear and stuff, like and fitting. I don't want to do that. I can't do that.
Then don't.
That's why I didn't become an actor. That's what my mom said. She said if you become an actor, you have to be naked in front of everybody, and she just wouldn't like that. So I never
Well,
became an actor.
Well, then explain the Camerons. They became actors. Sean Astin
Listen,
became an actor.
they're not going to. According to the Bible, they have not done the right things for God, and they are not going according to.
Have you asked Kirk Cameron about that? Because I'm pretty sure he feels very differently.
Oh, I would love to talk to Kirk Cameron about that because there's a lot.
Because the way that this man has the Left Behind board game.
I do.
Who knew that was a thing?
It's so great. You play it. You can play it. Everyone plays as the Antichrist when you roll. So you roll and then you roll as the Antichrist, and you can try to kill your friends. Like before like when the rapture happens, if you didn't get raptured, Antichrist comes around the board and kills you unless you can build enough spiritual
points.
Havens. You get this like I don't know what it's called, but it's like a pirate eye, but you can see through it. It's like a little disc shape. Like,
okay.
If I had a plastic eye, but it was like flat. If you were on a space and you were protected, he couldn't get you. And it was kind of cool. And then you would try to kill him by making him land on the trap pieces. Because you would set traps for the Antichrist. But you would get the trap pieces by completing Bible verses.
Seems legit.
There was one about consequences. Like, you saw Johnny steal so that he could feed his brother and sister. Are you going to tell on him?
No, because fuck the authorities.
You made a bad decision. You should always tell the truth. No tokens for you.
I don't want any of your bitch ass tokens.
It's a fun game.
I just have
Should
one.
we stream this.
Yes,
this
this
game
is.
And play it.
Yes,
You should get your
please.
Mom.
Yes.
We'll have her off camera as the hands just.
The banker distributes the souls.
Listen,
I just have one more question about this. Please tell me, when you moved the Antichrist around the board, did you make noises like, wee? Like, I have to know.
No, he would do things like, I am the devil, I'm going after you, we're going to get the Christians, we're going to get you.
That answered my question.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I know what you're thinking. Wonder Man, doesn't he have powers? I don't know.
Still don't know.
It's a thing that everybody knows what his power is,
Except
for
him.
The audience.
Yeah.
Like, the audience is the only one who's got, like, I don't know the there. And then you've got a whole ICE campaign going after anyone metahuman, which I thought that was an interesting portrayal. So anyone with superpowers right now, they're rounding up to just throw in jail because the jails aren't full enough and they're not making enough money on the jails. So I did like that aspect because that is true.
Yes.
So
fuck ICE. Anyways.
Yeah, fuck ICE. So we don't know if he has powers. We kind of think he does, but then we're like, what are his powers? And it's a whole mystery that just is a cheesecake in a shit toilet. You kind of want that cheesecake, but you don't really want to dig in there. And I'm going to tell you guys, don't dig in the cheesecake. Don't be eating that cheesecake.
Yeah, don't eat the shit cheesecake, guys. This was a miss for me. Can I just say the one thing that really bothered me was this whole notion of going from 2 lions on an episode of American Horror Story to the lead in a major box office film, because that don't work that way. I know that don't work that way.
The way they made it seem was, it seems like maybe was a fake movie by the government to set up Simon. But the fact that, like, there was real producers and real directors and real cameras and real actors, I was like, what happened? Because it was streamlined that the only reason he went to the audition was because Trevor was going for the thing, so he was supposed to be in there. Like, it was designed for him to be in the Wonder Man script taping.
Yeah. So like
the government agents were behind that, and then
were they? And then
well,
they just stepped
they
aside.
They were up until episode like 4, and then they're like, no, up until the interlude episode, and then it was like,
oh, where we learned about Doorman.
Doorman, yeah. Up until we get to the interlude episode, and then it's like we get brand new writers who forgot that happens, and was like, oh, this movie's a real movie. It seemed very producer-y almost. Like, we're making a fake movie. Oh, it's turning into a real movie because he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
So the plot was, like I said, I really like the character. He tries so hard, and he just struggles. Like, I really like the
I
actor.
know, and
He's
like
so good.
that I identified with, and the guy that played Simon, I really did like him. Like, and
Alexa, who plays Simon on Wonder Man?
Yahya Abdul-Mateen II plays Simon Williams in Wonder Man.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, or the second, just, you know.
So, the actor who plays Simon, I'm not gonna try his name. I know it. I think his first name is Yahya.
Yahya.
I'm not okay. I am bad at pronouncing names.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
This is why she's the manager. I'm just the guy who sits there and says.
And then I yell at him when he says words wrong.
I know. Listen, I come from a world of
worlds.
I grew.
Oh, I was worried you came from a world without languages.
No, like I grew up.
What's the alternative, bro?
I have so many languages in my mouth that, like, when I speak, my mouth doesn't know what to do. Like, I got Long Island in me. Like, when I get on the island,
that's true.
All of a sudden, you get the Long Island. I'm like, hello, how you doing? We're doing good. And then I'm in Indiana, and I get real country, and all of a sudden I get the southern twang to me, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I've never heard the southern twang in my life.
Oh, you should. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can find the videos, but when we were going through Illinois, all of a sudden my voice was getting a little bit twangy when I was talking.
You're just America's chameleon.
That's why I love Master of Disguise so much, because I get Dana Carvey. You just love the sound of a mouth noise, and you want to copy it. Doesn't matter where it comes from, you want to copy that noise.
It's just wild to me. Like, you clearly have this enthusiasm for costuming, words, costuming, words, and yet you're more enthusiastic about Master of Disguise than you are about the show we just watched.
Yeah, Master of Disguise is so good. Wonder Man is so bad. But, like, I'm trying to think of something that redeems it, and there's nothing. There's nothing that advances in the Marvel plot for you guys to be like, oh, man, this is going to be important in a movie, because whatever happens, you can probably find it on a clip on YouTube, because whatever happened, it was not that important.
Yeah, so let's, like, just explain a couple plot things real quick.
Go ahead. I'm angry.
I know you are. So Simon and Trevor book the Barnaby and Wonder Man roles, and which, okay, sure. Like I said, I'd start my previous critique here. It don't work that way, but all right, sure, we'll go with it. The fact that they immediately went into shooting this, like, the next day, it seems like, and they've been on the set for a week. Like, they're making the movie. There's, he's doing the same things he did before. You know,
There's a part in the movie or in the show where there is a lady who does like an expose on people, and like she's the one who found out that Joseph Gordon-Levitt like eats raw eggs or something. It was something about Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Is that a real thing? Is that a real job? Does somebody really go around and critique the new coming person and be like, I will give them that yay or nay?
I mean, I guess like entertainment reporters would be like the closest things at this point.
But what entertainment reporter is like in the world of like there's a press circuit. Like
Yeah.
no one's going to just one person and being like, I'm gonna have dinner with you. Unless it's like I guess now that I think about it, like if it was a Disney property, they would have some kind of special. I'm on the set here, but if it wasn't, it would have been a property driven thing, and she would have not have been allowed to say anything negative about him.
Maybe. So somehow this movie gets made, and it's a dream come true. Halfway through, there's some sort of explosion at the time that Trevor and Simon were there. Obviously, Trevor knows this whole Simon's secret, and it's just like, live your life to the fullest. I got you. And turns himself in as the Mandarin, and
You'll never see me coming.
And honestly, like, they recast him in the film, so they just totally erase him.
It's my favorite movie.
With Joe, you're better at saying his name.
Joe Pantoliano.
Maybe not. Is it Joe Pantoliano?
That sounds more right.
Okay, cool. We'll go with that.
Cypher in the Matrix. Alexa, who plays Cypher in the Matrix? Dope. Thank you. Stop talking. I'm working. Stop. All right. Joe Pantoliano.
Silence, Bezos.
All right. Joe Pantoliano. That's not right. Joe Pantoliano. Nope.
Oh my God, this is Gerard Way 2.0.
I'm gonna let you go. So you talk about Joe.
Joe Pantoliano, who replaced Trevor apparently in Baby's Day Off.
Which Baby's
Day Off played much more of a role in this series than I thought it was going to.
Baby's Day Out, not Baby's Day Off. It's Baby's Day Out because these robbers steal a baby for ransom, but the baby's a smart baby, and the baby escapes from the robbers throughout New York City to arrive home, back to the family.
You're really into this movie.
There's a part where Joe Pantoliano and Rossi from Criminal Minds, who also I think is named Joe,
Probably.
and like there's a gorilla crane.
Oh my God.
It's one of the first VHS movies I ever remember watching. That and Return of the Car. But I recently watched it. There's a reason why we have not watched it. Because it's... Remember the memory. It's not
Hold on to
great.
that. We are trying to talk about everything except Wonder Man, I realize. Trevor gets replaced. Obviously, he gets arrested, and they just hole him up. And my whole thing is, at the end of this episode, they have the premiere. His manager is like, Simon, you were right. You held out. Now you're like the hottest name in town. What are you going to pick as your next project? And then the epilogue of a month later. And I wish that they would have ended it then.
Okay, this epilogue was like the stupidest epilogue I have ever heard of in my life.
Yes.
He goes there as Wonder Man. He doesn't shave his goatee,
Or
doesn't
change his
win.
hair.
Like, all I can think
Doesn't sport like an eye patch or a Groucho Marx glasses. Like, easily could have done this.
know who did a better disguise?
Travis Slattery.
No. Who did a better disguise was Connor for real when he went to the club.
Oh my
That
god.
was a better disguise.
That was a much better disguise. I feel really
Like,
secure.
He's walking, especially when he's walking through the base.
With the guys of the shot of the guys that were just
hunting
him
He
go
is
by in a golf
movie
cart.
Star. He didn't change his looks. It's not like he's putting contacts in. He just looks like the
Not
the poster
glasses.
might as well be behind him, being like, eh.
Yeah, this is what was so frustrating.
It just didn't make sense, especially when they have like. This is what I talk about bad writing. What are the chances of the bad guys coming around the corner at the same time they've decided to enter the plant?
Yeah, it felt like that's the whole epilogue was so that they could shoot that scene. Honestly, is what it felt like. They were like, we've really got this scene in mind that we want to shoot. It's going to look so cool, guys. Just trust us. It'll pay off. And it didn't. I mean, the one thing I did like is Trevor and Simon's friendship throughout, because, I mean, that's a true friend, going down for a crime that you didn't commit so your buddy can live his life.
But he already snitched on him.
He did. He did already fucking snitch. He was a
So-
snitch to begin with.
You can't. It's like I stab you and it's like, hey, I'm really sorry about stabbing you. Like, here, have a Band-Aid.
True.
You've already done the damage.
But we've also talked, like, we also know Simon never really had a friend in
and
his
now
life.
he never will.
I mean, basically, he's just got
Listen,
Stabby McStabberson with him.
when you have no friends and you have a very small circle and someone betrays you, there's no way that trust is ever rebuilt. Like, that's why I really like this character of Simon. Like, he has no friends. Like, he is just a guy who's alone in this world just trying to make it.
So you
Really like
feel
him.
so in the ending, you feel like that completely turned its back on this character that you've actually really legitimately liked.
For him to do the fall like he did, it was a grand gesture for him to actually go to prison. Because the movie, so he commits the crime. He is in this prison. Assumingly, he has his rights, but apparently in America, we don't have due process anymore.
No, we don't
so
do due process.
We don't know how long he actually has been.
Probably,
confined,
yeah.
But it's been confined enough where they've shot, released, had a premiere of the movie, and if it was a superhero movie, would have been a summertime release. So,
Like, honestly, I'm pretty sure if
Like-
Brad Pitt is in a movie and you go see it a month ago, you're still going to remember what Brad Pitt looks like.
even though he betrayed me, he saved me, like, I did do a really bad thing and he covered for me. That's pretty cool. So, you know what? In 5 years, sure, I'll break you out of prison.
Yeah, like,
But that's what I
The
mean.
timing
He
of the
doesn't
breakout
look
was
like
weird.
He didn't look he looked exactly like he did when he left
Entered,
the movie
yeah.
set. The only time,
presumably he would have been there for months. But honestly, it looked like he was there for like 2 days.
yeah, and we assume this is in the Marvel Universe. Tony Stark's stuff is running through everyone's controls.
Yep.
How does the face, like the cameras not catch his face and be like, oh, we registered
Ions.
Simon
Ions. Shush. Ions. Ions.
But no,
I still do not know what Wonder Man's fucking power is.
it's
Ions. What the fuck does that mean? Also, where does this tie into any fucking thing? Why should I have watched this series besides Trevor Slattery's adventures? Which I was for, but like, what tied this to anything?
welcome to Marvel Comics. This is what happens on comics when they have brand new number ones, and you're like, what's Jeff the Shark? And
Don't you come for Jeff the
I
Shark.
will come for Jeff the Shark. Because you read Jeff the Shark and you go, wow, this is so good. I love these kind of things. And then you have a Wonder Man and you're like, oh, what did I sign up for? I hate this book. How many books have I gotten? And I was like Green Arrow was like, oh, I'm putting this back. This got bad.
Yeah.
Like, they ruin characters, you put them back on the shelf. And Wonder Man's one of those characters I don't think they can ever get right because he's not a good character.
I feel like it's become the Marvel, the MCU, like you had to see everything. I still feel like the television universe still needs to figure out its fucking shit.
Fun fact, I was doing some research.
Research.
The secret agent guy who we think looks like Nate Batgadsden,
Bergazzi.
he was actually from Spider-Man, the Spider-Man films, Homecoming and stuff. He was one of the agents after Peter.
Oh, okay. Well,
So he's from the timeline, so like he connects, but like I don't know who's really found the
I
agent
don't
story.
care about Agent 247. Like,
I mean, I would if I knew him. Like, if I was from his hometown, if he was a
It's-
Johnson City boy, I was like, yeah, I'd watch that.
but it's not like Coulson where we were like introduced to him, met him through, we watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, some of us watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It was boring.
But like people really became
That might
attached
be
to,
better than this.
like, I wanted to like this, and I just don't know why we should have watched it. Also, there was no promotion around this show at all.
Nope, it came out and it was there. And
Like, why, if they're
why does this
Marvel,
exist?
Disney, if you're just gonna keep dropping the ball on the shit that you're producing, why keep producing shit? Like, if you're not getting an audience to watch it, why are you putting in all this money to do these series?
Here's a fun fact. Marvel has a script written by Donald Glover and his brother, a Deadpool Spider-Man script. Or maybe it was just a Deadpool script. Like it was a Spider-Man or Deadpool. It was a Deadpool or Spider-Man script they wrote. It was an R-rated version. It was really good. And then Marvel was like, no, we're not going to go in this direction.
And even though they did that with Deadpool
Yeah, so
and
Marvel
Deadpool and Wolverine,
Marvel thinks we want Wonder Man because what movies are popular right now? Barry was really popular. The studio won a Golden Globe.
yeah.
So people are into the actors.
Well, and also like think about Blue Moon coming out this year too. Hollywood loves movies or anything about Hollywood, and I'm kind of getting sick of it as a former Hollywood person. Like, I get it, we get the glitz and the glamour, but like, what? Come on. It's just this show seemed very nostalgic and almost masturbatory for the Hollywood system. And
I would say the LA
yeah, the
lifestyle system,
LA
because
lifestyle, yeah.
it's very interesting, like hearing that different people are like a lot of actors are moving out of LA now.
Yeah.
And this seemed kind of a call to like, come to LA. Like, this is awesome. Like, even the intro, the Wonder Man, look like a movie thing with the old
The Marquis.
the marquee stuff. Like it wants us to really love acting, and
And
it fails, and it sucks, and I hate it, and it's a wonder dud.
I was thinking, oh, was this the behind the scenes documentary of Wonder Man and we'll see the movie at a later date? Or I'm going to give it the alternative title of Wonder Why, Man. That's what I'm going to call it. Because I'm wondering why I watched the series.
So, in summary, don't watch it.
I mean, if Marvel didn't care about it, why should we?
And with that, we'll see you guys next time for another episode of Fresh to Death Comics.
More hot takes coming at ya.